Right now.
Yeah, we're going now. We're going
Okay, okay.
now. Yeah,
Right now,
we're
okay.
going
I
now.
didn't know if we were starting off or we were doing anything beforehand.
That's this.
So,
That's how the stream starts with us, guys. We just go off whenever. Hi
okay.
everyone, how you doing? I'm not editing
hmm
this. This is staying in.
Hi, everyone.
Hey everyone, welcome to episode 3 of Nightrunners. And you may notice a little change here. So we're going to do the introductions early. And let's start off in the same routine. Cuttlefish.
Hi, I am Sir Cuttlefish. I am playing Hunter Maximilian Maximum, your solo Lysambra.
Hi, I'm Boobarella Sam. I play your Sinitsi, and I am the fixer.
And as you can probably tell, we are missing two compatriots this evening because nature is horrible and bushfires are terrifying. But we do have a lovely guest this evening. Aster, how are you doing?
I'm doing well. Hi, everyone. My name is Aster. I use she, her pronouns. I'm going to be playing the Toreador Star this evening.
Ooh, it'll be fine. Nothing can go wrong.
Of course.
So,
Hi.
what does it mean to be truly free? What is the exact price you would pay to be free? Free from the machinations of elders, ancilla, corporations, governments. Would you turn on everything that once made you the person you are? Fighting against the principles you once held so near and dear to you? Is it bravery or stupidity? Nerve or timidity that wakes you each evening? Or something else? Is it simple survival? What price will these kindred pay, if any, to be supposedly free? And if you can't guess by that, I am your storyteller, Mike. So let's do a quick roundup of what happened in the last two episodes. Hunter, it goes to you.
Mm. Last time on Night Runners, our young coterie visited Red Dirt, where we had a wonderful task to fill from our lovely Baron. It all led us down some awkward paths, but we ended up finding out some really interesting information in the first episode. And then on episode 2, we all had a hunger incident, so to speak, and ran into a lovely uh, individual, which is leaving us down to the Laughing Reapers.
And this is where this episode takes off. Straight after the events of the hunger incident, in where young Tony decided to beat up some people, to put it in a nice, kind way. You're at the Laughing Reaper's hideout. Before you, there is a small concrete shack with a large blue door just off the corner of San Amaro Street. There are large pylons all going towards this building. All the wires are just transferring electricity into here. And Sparkles, someone both Beatrice and Hunter know is standing at the entrance. her purple and green hair shining in the dim light of the street lamps. I wondered when you'd all get here.
Not too fast, but make a presence. She
Oh,
adjusts her dress a little bit.
did something happen? Because, Hunter, you look upset.
That's just my face.
We should change that. And she just gives you a shit-eating grin as she says that. Come on then.
I brought.
Oh, I know, I see. Oh, I know. Come on, let's go downstairs. And she stands to the side to let you all walk in. Jay and Tony seem relatively silent. Perhaps Jay is afraid of the next phase in your plan. He knows you all need to go to Dogtown and he's not too keen. As you all enter into the small concrete shack, the doors close behind you. The large iron, steel doors, whatever they are made of, close shut. The lights once more as you begin to descend down a steel staircase further and further under water level. Lights flashing on as you pass. Until you reach the bottom. Once you reach the bottom, you see before you a series of tables with computers on them. There are people lined up against the wall in what look like cryostasis chambers with wires coming out of their necks. And Sparkles just smiles. I'll get the boss. You guys just relax. Okay? Mingle. Don't. And she looks at Hunter and says, do not. I'm telling you now. Do not make someone shoot down here again. The last time you were here, I had to clean that fucking mess up.
Sorry about that, Sparkles.
As you should be. And she turns away and she walks off.
What did you do?
You didn't hear that last time we were here?
I was too angry at you.
Yeah. Well, somebody gave me a look I did not like. Been one of those days. Evenings. Anyways, I'm just not gonna touch.
Don't touch anything, please. Please. Anna walks over just to check her surroundings a little bit. Maybe a little bit of investigating. Just a little.
Okay, and what are you trying to investigate? What are you trying to see?
Oh, just she's interested in I guess the people that are in Kronos, whatever.
Cryo chambers. Yep, if you want to, it's not unusual for you to know what these are. These people, from your best guess and from what you know of the gang, are probably the gang's netrunners. They are connected to the net through these cryo chambers. The cryo chambers, which you would know, is to keep their body temperatures cold so they don't overheat and burn out. There are 3 of them, all strapped up.
Any that she's familiar with?
No, you're not really familiar with the more human element of these gangs. It's mostly the kindred you deal with. And as you're looking at these, you can tell that they're all human. It's rather rare for a vampire to be a netrunner, considering the dangers that can happen from hacking into the net. The body could burn up at any moment, and as most vampires know, burning in vampires is very, very bad. But it's not long before Sparkles comes back with Cookie. And in tow with Cookie is a young woman with long blonde hair and a blue markings of a star over her eye. Cookie walks in. She's wearing her typical long trench coat that is two sizes too big. She's short, about 5'2", and Beatrice, you know she's Japanese. Her hair is tied back in a bun, and she has 2 ice picks going to the top of it. You all made it. Great. You guys need to do something for me.
Is this part of the deal?
Well, considering what we did for you, Hunter, right?
That's me.
Yeah, I didn't meet you last time you were here, but Woe told me all about you.
All good things, I hope.
Well, the fact that you dodged a bullet from him was pretty surprising. And 13. You seem to be growing in the world, don't you? Look at you with your own little gang.
Just, taking them as they come by.
Ah, well, that's good to know. I don't think you guys have met Star, have you? She stands to the side and introduces her.
Hello. It's lovely to meet you both.
Just Star?
That's what you can call me. We're not close enough to be friends yet.
And just Beatrice for you.
Then that's fair enough.
Well, that was a lovely introduction, I have to say. She's going to be helping you this evening because I need him. And she points directly at Jay. And you hear this scuffle, sort of, from behind you. And you see Sparkles wrapping her arms around Tony and pulling him close. And I need this one. Because we are going to play a little game, aren't we, sweetie? And she gives him a kiss on the cheek. You see Tony's eyes go wide as he begins to be dragged off into some corner of the room. Jay's face sort of looks confused. Oh. Well, you see, I have this idea for a franchise, Jay, and as you're a media guy, I thought you might be able to help me with it. And I know you don't want to go to Dogtown, do you? With your sire being there and all. And you know, oh wait, you two don't know this, but you guys have to go see him.
Oh, great.
Exciting.
It should be.
I bet he's super welcoming, like mine.
Oh, I've heard nothing but good things about Big Benedict. Don't call him that though. Doesn't like it.
Oh.
He goes by his moniker, Ouroboros. You know what Setites are like. Sorry. I keep forgetting I'm old enough to forget. Ministry members. Why they went for a whole franchise difference, I'll never understand. But he won't be hard to find. Have either of you been to Dogtown before?
Yes.
Did you ever see that really sickly green light, like going straight into the sky?
right in the center of the little.
Yeah, it's pretty much in the center of that shithole.
That where we're going.
Yeah, the big fucking pyramid. The guy is not subtle.
Big pyramid.
Oh, you can't miss it. The Heavy Hearts Club. You cannot miss it. Trust me. But if you're looking for what I think you're looking for, he will be the one to know. That's his territory, his domain. So, if anyone's in there that shouldn't be, he's going to know. But you, Beatrice, I have something different for you.
Me?
Oh, yes. I know you made some decent money off that little run you did the other night. You guys all know what I'm talking about. So, my favor, I'm calling it in. I need you to meet a guy. A guy I sort of had dealings with. He's called Cruz. He works the black market. And he has a series of pain editors for me. I need you to buy them.
Okay.
And of course, Star will go with you to make sure everything goes smoothly.
I bet you'll be great talking down the prices.
Darling, I'm lovely at everything. Don't have to worry about a single thing.
Fantastic. Maybe even better than Tony.
Don't let him hear that.
As you mention his name, you hear it's like, get off. You just hear Tony.
Tony, you'll be fine. Just follow the rules.
Deep breath.
Anyway, here are what you need. And she takes out these 3 passes. They're all digital linked. And she hands one to each of you. Now, this should get you past the security at the front at Dogtown. I think you know where it is. It's in Pacifica. It's not hard to miss. Security, automatic turrets. Don't go guns akimbo, otherwise you will get shot.
Okay.
I don't know what you guys want to do in Dogtown, but this helps me out. Now, Star, you know what we need, don't you?
Of course.
Good. How did you guys get here? Are you still driving that beat up little fucking tin can?
Make fun of it. It gets me to point A to point B.
So
But yes, I'm still driving it.
I got a bike.
Well, unless you can get all 3 people on your bike, then.
I mean, Star, if you want to hop on with one of us.
We'll see. I'll reserve judgment until I've seen our accommodations for myself.
Oh, you're gonna love that. Anyway, you guys need to go. I need to break Jay's brain about a few things. Jay, I have this great opportunity for you. Come here, follow me. So it's called the Reaping, and she just continues to walk away.
Alright.
I'm sure he'll be fine.
They'll be fine. They can handle themselves.
So, would you like to show me what we are riding into the fray on?
Sure. Let's get through the door first.
Ladies first.
Star will head out in front of them.
So, as you then begin to walk up the stairs, it takes a little while because you guys are very deep underground. And you once more come across the large blue door, which, as Star approaches, begins to open automatically. You hear the squeaking of the hinges as it does. And you exit onto the street. Hunter, Beatrice, would you like to describe your vehicles to Star?
Well, my lovely vehicle holds about 2 people. Very, very accommodating for 2 people. Definitely has seat belts. Might have a small compartment for some things, but right now it's being right now there is a tank of gas inside.
Hmm.
It is very small because again, it can only fit 2 people, but it's very fast.
And I have a really cool, would be cool for this time period, bike. But for the time period we are in, it's not like a lighted out, decked out, really cool cyberpunk bike. It's just a street bike.
How much will will my Bane trigger with either of these?
Weirdly enough, no. Whilst the car for Beatrice is small and old-fashioned, it is clean. There's no dirt. It's not messy. As a Misi with a messy vehicle, oof, never heard of it. And Hunter's bike is quite nice, even though it's not what some of the richer or more influential solos are driving. It is definitely a decent motorcycle.
Well, lucky day for you, Hunter. I suppose I'll be driving with you.
All right. Lucky me. He's gonna walk over to his bike, but before he does, he's gonna lean into 13 and go, hey, question before we leave. When we have some time alone, I wanted to talk to you again.
All right, Hunter. She gets to her lovely vehicle and unlocks it, gets in. So, Hunter, since you know where Dogtown is, you be the lead?
Yep. It's like I'm leading.
Perfect. She shuts the door, puts the window down a little bit, waits for you two to hop on
He's gonna
Hunter's.
hop and grab his neck and be happy that Jay's not asking him to put any cameras around him.
Star climbs on behind Hunter and wraps her hands around his waist, maybe a little bit too close and personal.
How does Hunter feel about this?
He's not a touchy-feely guy, and yet people keep touching and feeling on him. All right, or just it's a job. Don't fall off, okay? I don't have a helmet.
I'll try my very best, darling.
And he's gonna take off.
And you then begin to drive through the streets of Night City. It doesn't take you very long, as you are currently in Santo Domingo, and driving through the usual spots of Araro, and then finally you cross the borders into Pacifica. Pacifica, as both Beatrice and Hunter know, is what is called a combat zone. The combat zone is a place where the NCPD will rarely, if ever, step into. It is very much gang warfare all the time, every time. But those two are both comfortable with this, and they begin to drive through the roads, passing homeless camps and warring factions of different gangs. And then finally, you see before you as you turn around a corner the entrance to Dogtown. Dogtown, as many people know, before the Unification War, was meant to be a metropolis inside the city, meant to be built up where tech giants could show off what they were doing. But, as with many things after that war, it all fell to piss. As you come up to the checkpoint for the entrance, you see that there are multiple security guards standing outside, all wearing tac vests and combat clothes, sporting heavy machine guns and shotguns. Across their chest you see Bargeist. Anyone knows these guys are considered the police force inside Dogtown. But anyone who knows anything about Night City knows that these guys are just another gang. As you put up to the checkpoint, a man walks out. He's wearing a face mask, akin to a hockey mask, only it is green camoed. Puts his hand out towards you, Hunter. Pass.
Here.
He looks at you. Looks at the pass. You?
Hold it out.
He walks off with both the passes. And you hear him begin to talk to someone. They just nod their head and he walks back. Go on through. As you drive up, a steel door opens upward, revealing the inside. As you drive in, it closes down behind you, and you can see men walking up and down a parapet with mounted machine guns aiming down at both sides. A minute goes by, and the other side, another steel door opens for you to drive through. As that's happening, Beatrice, you drive up, and the same man walks out towards you. Pass.
And she shows it.
Takes it, looks over it. Looks at you, looks back at it. What's your name on this?
Beatrice?
You don't know your own name? You sound confused. You don't know your own name. You sound confused.
Oh, I'm not confused.
Alright. He hands it back towards you. And you drive through. The gate opens up and you see the same thing. You see men walking up and down a parapet, heavy machine guns pointed down at each angle. And then the door on the opposite side opens for you. And as you drive past the security shutters, the world as you knew it from the outside changes. Pacifica is known to be a rundown combat zone. Many of the other parts of the city have their less than profitable areas, their slums, but this As you drive forward, this is vastly different from anything you've seen before. There are ruined vehicles that line the street and crumbling star towers that arch into the sky. They were no doubt at one point meant to be a beacon of light for Night City, but now they've just crumbled into disrepair. The roads themselves are pot marked as you drive, and you see men and women on street corners dressed very much like the people you met at the front. But you also see other people who seem less than friendly, to put it in a nice term. And as you drive up this road onto the main street, you look up and down, you do indeed see a sickening green light arching up into the sky, like a beacon calling everyone to it.
There it is.
Must be compensating for something.
Maybe, I don't know.
So, you then begin to drive toward it, weaving your way in and out of some vehicles that have just been left to rot and rust. People are walking up and down the street. You see a pair of young teenagers going at a vending machine with a crowbar, trying to break into it. And finally, as you drive up, you see this black pyramid with neon green lights woven through it, going all the way to the top, shooting out into this light. Outside the front entrance, there are two massive statues of some unnamed god. And you park up at the front, and you see the sign above the door, the Heavy Hearts Club. And it does seem busy. It seems there are a lot of people of different sorts of backgrounds. There are people who look rather poor, there are people who look rather rich.
Well, how are we planning on being today? Rich or poor?
I don't know about you, but poor.
No imagination, eh, darling?
Not really.
Well, then you can try your own angles. I'm going to see if flashing some money can't get us through the doors. I'm going to get off the bike. I'm going to activate all. I'm going to walk straight up to I assume they're bouncers, correct?
There are indeed bouncers.
Of some variety?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. I'm going to see if we can use a little bit of cash to get us through a little bit faster. Would you like me to roll something for that?
I will do in just 1 second. Beatrice, you also arrive at the same time that Hunter and Star do. And you can hear their conversation. Do you say anything, or?
She's going to just watch.
Okay.
Well, I'm gonna silence of death and walk up right behind Star.
So you're activating Silence of Death.
If anything, she'll be a second wingman just in case.
I'm not built for the social. I'm gonna let.
Okay.
You're gonna let the Toreador do all the hard work. I see how it is.
Unfortunately.
She has it, but you know, if the Torador got it, maybe she don't have to.
So,
Just saying.
Star, you walk up, and all eyes are on you. Everyone that was in that crowd stopped talking as you begin to walk towards the front door, never minding the line that is slowly gathering. They are focused on one thing and one thing only now: you. And they are watching. And as you walk up to the door, the doorman shakes his head. Hey, how are you?
I'm doing just fine, dear. I am having a spot of trouble, though. You see, I have someone I'm supposed to meet here, and I simply am running late. Do you perhaps mind if me and my friends step in a little bit early?
Your friends, these two are with you.
Yeah, yes, if that's all right.
Bodyguard.
Oh. You open your mouth, but nothing comes out. It just goes. Boom, boom. Is your friend a mute?
Had his tongue cut out in a terrible accident.
Ooh. Was it?
He'll recover.
It wasn't a smelting accident, was it? I know a guy who once got in a smelting accident and lost his.
Well, isn't that just such a coincidence?
Yeah, he was Dutch. It was so weird.
Well, you know, she looks over to Hunter and just says, well, I didn't want to say anything, but it seems that there may be some sort of flaw with the machinery then, because that's the exact same thing that happened to my bodyguard.
Oh, I am sorry, buddy. Yeah, so, sorry, you said you were meeting someone? I know most of the people that come to these doors. Have you got a name?
Oh, I'm sorry, this is rather private. I don't want to breach their privacy, if that is all right with you. But just if you can let us through a little bit early, I would greatly appreciate it.
Yeah, okay. Let me just, check something. Roll me your, charisma and persuasion, and
Plus,
add your presence dice to this.
charisma, and I'm at hunger 1, I assume.
Yes, you are indeed.
All right. So 3 successes then.
3 successes, and he then, you know what? Go on ahead. But
Thank you so much.
come back and see me afterwards, yeah?
I'd love to.
Nice.
And she goes ahead and walks on through.
He looks at Hunter as he walks past, goes,
Beatrice follows, but more with a smile.
and you walk into this club, and whilst Dogtown itself was in an abysmal state, this club is far from it. This club, whilst dark, you can smell the energy in this place. You can smell the sweat off people's brow. You can smell the alcohol in the air. You can smell different substances lingering. The music is dark and seductive. as you enter. People are dancing on the dance floor, and the decor is very retro in a Egyptian chic sort of way. If you guys didn't know you were walking into a ministry viper's den, you would probably guess whoever owns this place has a little thing for Egyptian history. There are pillars lining up the hallway. There are more statues of gods that no one no longer remembers the names of. The staff themselves are dressed in very provocative outfits. The men are bare-chested with what look like loincloths, and the women are wearing pretty much the exact same thing with very little covering their breasts. But they don't look stressed. Everyone in here looks like they're having a great time. The bar is straight ahead as you walk in.
Star goes ahead and shrugs off her jacket. She seems like she feels right at home in a place like this. She goes up to the bar. Is there anything particularly that you would notice about the bartender?
She's a young woman, probably in her early 20s, probably not even old enough to drink yet, but still serving behind a bar. She's got olive skin and her eyes are an azure purple. Her chrome is golden. It looks brand new, coming down her chin and up into a lip, much like yourself, lip piercing. Her neck is also gold chrome going down and stops just before cupping her breasts under a small brazier.
Has she been fed on recently?
Roll me your perception awareness. Sorry, resolve awareness. Roll me your resolve awareness.
One, two, 3 successes.
You can tell that this woman has been fed on within the last week.
Hi there. We are looking to speak with the proprietor.
Oh, hey. Why?
Well, I don't know if that's for you to know,
I mean,
but
maybe it's
trust
not.
me, he'll want to speak to us.
And who should I say is calling?
You can call me Star, darling.
Star, darling. It's an interesting name. Call me Kayla. Should I get you a drink while you're waiting?
If it's not too much trouble.
Okay. She walks away. What's Hunter doing currently?
As this is going on, he's gonna unactivate Silence of Death, but making his way behind Star and watching Star, he's going to see if he can notice maybe any kindred in the area or anyone that looks a little sus, so to speak.
Roll me your what's an awareness? Difficulty
I
will be
was
quite
gonna
high.
make sure.
Yeah, the difficulty will be quite high as there are a lot of bodies. Beatrice has.
And I get my bonus because I'm a solo?
You do indeed. And Beatrice has walked off to stand in a corner somewhere and judge people.
5 successes.
Jesus Christ. Good job.
Nice.
And Hunter, as you look around, we'll go right back to you in a second. Beatrice, you be standing in the corner judging people. Is there anything you want to do? As you see this mass of people dancing and writhing, and people sitting at tables drinking and talking and laughing. Is there anything you want to do?
Not really. I know she has her little mask from Cookie, but
Yes, which you haven't actually asked Star about yet. So, Hunter, as you look around this bar, you can see past the illusion that some kindred are putting up. Some are sat at large booth tables surrounded by men and women, talking. Their eyes are on you. You can feel them watching you the moment you walked in. Perhaps it's because you're unknown, or perhaps it's because they know what you want. But you can sense that there are perhaps 4 or 5 in the current room with you. And at least 2 of them are watching you right now.
I'm gonna lean over next to Star and just whisper in Star's ear, "Hey, we've got eyes on us.
Well, of course there are eyes on us.
We've got at least 2 like us."
Well, of course they're looking. You're just so beautiful, they can't take their eyes off you.
I don't think it's me.
She hasn't put down aw yet.
She has not. So the woman comes back. So, Star, darling, the
Yes.
boss says he will see you.
Oh, lovely. Thank you so much.
And your friends, too. She gives Hunter a bombastic side eye, just looking him up and down. He's over in the VIP section. Shall I have security show you where to go?
That would be lovely. Thank you, Kaylin.
She clicks her fingers as if expecting someone to pop out of nowhere. And true to that, someone does pop out of nowhere. A man dressed in a loincloth, but he's very well built. He is very muscular and he's very tall. He's standing about 6'2". His head is shaven completely. He has no facial hair whatsoever. In fact, he looks shaven completely over. If he has chrome, it doesn't seem to show. Follow me. And he begins to walk over to a small section behind the bar. You see the big sign saying VIPs. And you walk through a glass door. And as the door shuts behind you, the man stands aside and lets you all walk past. And as much as a party there was out front, there's still a party going on in here. You see this room crammed with what looks like people on various different substances, all fawning over one man in particular. He's sat in a large booth. He is very well dressed with a golden suit on that seems to shimmer in the light. His eyes glow in the dark dimness with a purple eminence that just leaks out over the floor. He's got long blonde hair that goes down his back and a gold chrome piece going over his forehead and down the side of his eyes. He looks up and moves his hands like that. And as he does that, everyone in the room moves to the side. And he summons you forward with a wave of his hand.
Star comes forward.
My, my. What a beautiful constellation.
Well, when I saw that there was a little bit of a gathering, I just had to stop by and give my regards.
Oh, is that correct? And what of you two? Were you two just here to give your kind regards?
No.
No. Straightforward, I like that. He looks
I'm
at...
looking for someone.
Oh, yes. But hush your mouth 1 second. I want to hear from the other one.
Here for a nice visit.
A nice visit. So, it has nothing to do with what Cookie phoned me about. See, you've now come into my place of business and lied to me.
Darling, I never lied. I just didn't tell the whole truth.
I'll remember that one. I like that one. So you were here looking for information on certain peoples, yes?
See.
Well, I am a businessman. What do you have to offer for such information?
I guess maybe I could help out, give you a boon.
A boon.
Listen, I heard that there was someone in this area that's not supposed to be here.
I can see 3 of them
Illegal.
right now.
Wherever there's a party, I should be.
Oh. Well. We'll maybe throw some more in your honor at some point. I'm sure you'll have much more fun here than running around with Cookie.
We'll talk.
But you two, something specific, you're looking for someone, yes. I'll tell you what. You both tell me right now, what is your greatest desire?
I've never been asked that before.
Well, now you have.
If like I could have all the eddies in the world.
Oh, all the eddies in the world. That is so boring. What is it you truly desire? You do not strike me as someone who wishes to just be rich.
I want somebody's head.
Whose head?
Can I do an insight check on them?
He's not lying to you at all. He's asking you the questions.
Yes, I'm gauging him just in general.
Oh, you're doing a vibe check?
I'm gonna vibe check.
Okay, you're...
I want to vibe check before I say it.
Yeah, so do me what's insight?
Okay.
He then looks at Beatrice as Hunter thinks over his words. And you? What is your desire?
I think I achieved it just a little bit
Oh.
by becoming a fixer.
Oh, my dear, just having a job is not a desire. Come on, tell me, what do you truly want? What do you want to achieve with becoming a fixer? What do you want? Everyone wants something in Night City. Otherwise, they wouldn't live here.
She's really kind of like, she's like, I don't think this dude will have it.
How many successes did you get on your insight check? 4. This guy seems to believe in what he's saying. He will give you this information if you tell him what you truly desire. But there's also something nefarious behind how he says it.
Hmm.
There's something snake-like.
Jay-like.
Yeah, exactly.
All right. Well, I can get that myself. But if I could have something else, I guess I want to be a samurai.
Oh, then you're in the wrong country. You should go to Japan for that. You want to become a legend. Is that it?
Yes.
You know the thing about legends in Night City? They have to die.
It's a good thing I'm already dead, technically, huh?
Oh, that was a good comeback. Well done. You're not as dim behind the eyes as I thought. And you, Beatrice.
Again, she's kind of like, well, just want to become a successful fixer. I don't know what else to tell you.
Oh, that is so boring. Why should I give you the information that I have for such boring answers? Come on, you don't just want a job, do you? If you want a job, I could hire you. You could be my fixer, my personal fixer. I have plenty of jobs.
It's just being my own boss, so to speak.
He then looks at Star. Perhaps you can enlighten me with something else then. What is your biggest desire?
She looks at him. And then she leans forward to whisper in his ear. And I'm sure you know what she tells him.
Oh. Oh. My, my. Now that is an answer worth telling you my answer. You see, the people you're looking for, these interlopers into my land, have taken residence in the technology park just east of here. A place called Terra Cognita. I believe they've taken residence in one of the old abandoned buildings there. I think it's Digimortal. Most of my messengers have not returned from going up there, so I have not sent a force in yet. Is that what you want to hear? Are you going to storm the castle?
So to speak. Maybe.
I would advise against it.
Is that where Corvana's located?
I don't know anyone called Corvana, but perhaps. There seems to be quite a few of them. Well, maybe about 6 or 7. That's not including their hired muscle. Scavs Those Russian lowlives are becoming quite a problem in Dogtown.
All right.
But if you wish to assault the castle with just the three of you, I wish you the best of luck.
I might have to wait till I have a little bit more muscle.
Perhaps.
I'm only here for one reason. She looks over to the other two. I'm not helping with storming any castles.
You
Ah,
look like you belong in a castle.
Oh, thank you so much.
my. Aren't you two cute together? But
Unfortunately, he gets all shy whenever I compliment him.
I do believe there is something else you're here for, isn't there, Star?
There is indeed. She looks over to Beatrice.
I said, oh, that's right, cruise.
Ah, yes, cruise. This I will give you for free. Cruise is currently in the stadium, just down the street from here, at the black market.
I wish
And
to go over there.
oh, well, by all means. I assume you know what he looks like, Star. I don't need to give you a description.
Mm,
Well
I
then,
know who we're looking for.
it seems our business here is concluded, unless you wish to stay and enjoy the festivities that will soon happen.
Save me a seat and I'll be back around shortly.
I'll save you a seat right here, and he taps his lap.
She looks to the other two. Are we ready?
Ladies first.
Such a gentleman.
Can we head out?
And as you all head out, he raises his hands once more and just does that, and the throng of people that were there come back in around him. And you leave the VIP area. People are still dancing and writhing and partying as you leave the club. The doorman stands and looks at you, Star. Going already?
Oh, I'll be back around.
Oh, well, I can't wait. And you leave the club. And you can see from where you are at the entrance of the club, you can see if you just look down the street, you can see this large stadium going into the air. It looks like an old football stadium. And at the front of it, you see all these large billboard advertisements of different things, from weapons workshops to alcohol. And there's a large welcome sign just above the door. You could walk there or you could drive there. It's entirely up to you.
I'm gonna walk.
I'm fine. Yeah, I can walk.
Mhm.
And you all begin to walk. You all begin to walk down the street, and you can see how life is in Dogtown. You see people who are seemingly tweaked out on drugs, standing, scuttling around in dark corners, talking in whispers to no one, or seemingly no one. You see patrols of Bargeist guards with not just men but large mechanized war machines that have machine guns attached to their arms and booster packs for that little extra jump. And you begin to walk up the steps of the stadium and it keeps going up and up and up, and you see this large sign above the door that is brightly neonly lit saying welcome.
Star dropped her awe as we were leaving
Okay.
The Heavy Hearts Club.
Yeah. And you all walk inside. As you walk inside, once more the atmosphere changes completely. From where you were, where a throng of people were dancing and writhing, there are now a throng of people of all different creeds and outlooks on life, from the paupers to the princes. This place is packed with people, all selling their wares. And this is where we'll go on our first break. So, go get yourself a drink. It's gonna get deep soon. And we're back. Where last we left off, this little gang of misfits had left a very, very nice club and were making their way towards the black market of Dogtown. And as described, it is entirely different from the atmosphere from before. You can hear all these voices around you of people selling their wares. As you walk on through, you can see people selling high-end military-grade weaponry. Hey, hey, hey! You see this man run out towards you. You guys in the kill business? He's looking directly at Hunter.
Perhaps.
Well, we got everything you need. You want to arm a small army? We have everything.
I'm sure you do.
Yeah, come and have a look. Come on.
Not right now. I'm busy.
Oh, let's suit yourself then. And he runs off to somebody else. Hey, you must be in the kill business. And you walk along and you see people selling off different things. You see people selling off vintage, old school clothing and tapes and more weapons. And finally, there's a man you recognize there, standing at a stall selling what looks to be like cyberware. Neuralware. He's standing there, he's smoking a cigarette, looking around. He's Latino, bald head and a clean, tight mustache to his face, very pencil thin. He looks quite chromed out. Beside him is a man with no lower jaw, but it looks like his entire bottom has been retrofitted with a vocal box that looks very similar to a microphone. When he speaks, his voice is very sounds like a megaphone. And he goes, "Ah, cool, I'll see you later on," and he walks away.
Star goes, just nods her head over there and says, "Well, go along, Beatrice. This is your rodeo."
This guy. She kind of looks at him, and it's the painkillers. All right. She goes like this, prepares, walks over.
As you do, his attention turns towards you. "Hey, how can I help you? In the mood for some new cyberware? We got some new Preem stuff just off the market. Don't ask me where it came from, but I promise you it won't break down."
What cyberware do you have? What is our selection?
Oh, we got everything from military grade mantis blades to monowires to Kiryoshi optics. Now those are just top of the shelf shit. They are right off the rack. Again, don't ask where I got them from. But we got everything anyone could need. What are you in the mood for?
Pain receptors.
Pain. Oh. Oh. You're into that sort of thing, are you?
Sure.
Well, we do have a selection here. How many do you want?
3 will be suffice.
3. Okay. That's 2,000 eddies each.
Uh, 2,000?
2,000 each.
Is there a way for her to know if that's overpriced or underpriced?
Wits and finance. Star, you're also aware, whilst this conversation is going on, that Cookie had a special order in for an entire box of paint editors.
She, pretending as if she's not a part of what Sam's doing. She's just going to stay off to the side and she's going to wait until the transaction is finished before to move forward.
Two successes.
With 2 successes, you know the street market price for pen editors can be quite high depending on what and who manufactured them. Without asking or knowing exactly what sort of pen editors these are, you don't know if he's taking you for a ride.
If I could use memorize?
Mesmerize? And what exactly are you going to try to compel this man to do?
If he can give them for slightly cheaper than what he's offering.
Okay, so what exactly are you going to say to him to mesmerize him into doing this?
I think you can give me this for 800 eddies.
Alright, roll me a rouse check.
You do not get hungry.
You do not get hungry. Ooh, how unfortunate for me. So, as you say to this man, you command this man in a way as you gain his eye contact and you stare at him. He is a mortal after all. He is beneath you in many ways. And you use mesmerize, and your command is, you will give me these for 800 eddies. His eyes gloss over slightly. You know what? I'll do a better deal. I'll give you all 3 for 800.
She takes the transaction, I guess.
Yep, he gives you 3 small boxes. That are metal, and they're very tight. They're very tightly locked, and you can see as your neural links match up, 800 eddies being taken out of your account and disappearing. His eyes go blue a little bit. There you go. 3 pain editors. Now remember, come back.
Sure.
Have a great day.
She's just been standing off to the side, and as soon as Beatrice is far enough away, she'll come up and she'll say, "I've got a box waiting for me from Cookie."
Oh yeah. The agreed upon price was 10K.
She'll put out her hand, and I assume that she has the money for it, or is this something that Cookie was expecting her to take care of?
Cookie was expecting Beatrice to pay for this.
Oh, interesting. Well, you've already done your thing, so
I already did my thing.
So is this going to require me to do much the same thing to this poor old man, or do I have enough resources to just take care of this and be done with it?
You do. You do have enough resources to pay for this.
We'll just let her go ahead and do it, and I'll take care of it. Not happy about it, but we're gonna go ahead and just go for it.
Okay. So as you talk to this man and you transfer the money from your own personal account to him, he goes down behind the desk and brings up this large box and just pops it on the desk for you. I don't know what Cookie wants these for, but that's a lot of paint editors.
She always has something fun up her sleeve.
I guess. Never met the person.
Thank you very much.
No problem. Hunter, what are you doing during these transactions?
As this is all going around, I'm watching our surroundings, at least paying attention, because that guy that came up to me, I feel this is very skeevy in general, so I am definitely on guard the whole entire time.
Yep, and you being what you are and you knowing what you know, you can definitely tell that this place is skeevy. It's the best way to put it. There are men and women here who are probably on the most wanted list in several countries. There are bargeist guards walking up and down the place. You see one man getting beat on by a couple of guards down in a corner, but no one's helping him. They're just walking past. And you see as Star and Beatrice do their transactions.
And he's gonna go help that person. Sorry!
So, okay. Hunter, you walk up and you hear the crunching of bone as one of the bargeist guards smacks this man with the butt of a gun. And he falls to the ground and he is lying there, blood running down his nose and his lips. You see another guard kick him in the side of the face. What do you do?
He's gonna go up and, I want to use Silence of Death to put myself away from them, and then I want to activate Arms of Armad
Arms of Armand.
from a distance, so they don't see me doing it.
Okay, there's a lot of shadows in this area as the lighting is all over the place, really. And you two, Beatrice and Star, you do see as Hunter walks off. You do see him walking in this general direction of where you can hear a small scuffle. Hunter, you roll me your dex and stealth to get somewhere where the guards in it, and I will emphasize there are a lot of guards in this place, not just these two.
And you said stealth, right?
Dex stealth, yes.
No, go out of my pocket. Just 3 successes.
I get to roll. So as you're walking off into a corner, trying to get out of view of these guards, perhaps you're paying so much attention to these guards that you don't see the man you walk into. He's a tall man, much taller than you, and he's wearing a bargeist uniform. Watch where you're fucking going, and he pushes you back.
Sorry about that, man.
Yeah, what are you doing?
Trying to get maybe you could help me. Trying to look to buy something.
Down there. He just points to where all the shops are.
He's gonna turn around and try to make his way back.
You do, but you can feel the eyes of this guard burrowing into the back of your skull as he watches you walk back towards the shops. You hear the whimpering of the man as you walk past. You hear one final crunch from a butt of a gun as it smacks against his temple and knocks him unconscious. You hear the 2 guards laugh and walk away.
He's gonna make his way back to the ladies and just wait. With a disdainful look on his face. I mean, his face looks like that in general, so.
And you two see Hunter walking back, looking a little bit more annoyed than what he looked like before.
As they've been walking out, Star just eyes Beatrice's case and has just been kind of like laughing to herself. She seems very amused by something.
Huh?
Oh, I just think that there is going to be some very interesting days ahead for Night City.
Sure. Don't worry about him. He's always mopey.
Mm. Well, she holds up her box and says, I got what I came for. Thank you very much.
I got a little stack myself.
Good for you. Um, do either of you try to stop Star as she begins to turn off and walk in a different direction from both of you?
Hey, Castle, where are you going?
Oh, I have another appointment.
Oh, you didn't want to hang out?
You didn't seem very comfortable at the club.
I'm in a different kind of mood now. So I say let's go.
Very well then. Star is going to tuck the case under her arm and she's going to, I guess, lead them back to the club. There seems to be a change in the mood here.
And you all leave the black market. The man from before the weapons seller, he runs up to Hunter once more, but sees the look on his face and turns around and runs off. He runs away. And you walk out into the street and you begin to descend the stairs. Back towards the Heavy Hearts Club. Once you reach there, the doorman smiles brightly at Star as she walks up towards him. That was quick. I didn't expect you to come back so early.
I missed you, dear.
Oh, do you want a hand with that? Punch the box.
Oh, it's not that heavy. Don't worry about it.
Oh, okay. Guessing gotta go see your friend again, huh?
Yes. He is my friend now, isn't he?
I guess so. He steps aside for the three of you to walk in.
I am happy to walk in. Is anyone else coming with me?
Paul's right behind.
I assume we're allowed to go back into the VIP lounge. Just
Yep.
no one stops us.
No one does stop you. What is Beatrice doing?
Beatrice is reminding that Jay really did not want us to really hang out with Snake Man so much. She's actually going to grab Hunter's hoodie a little bit. Hey, didn't you want to tell me something? And I need help putting these back in my car.
All right. Yeah, let's go. Yeah,
We'll be back, Star.
We'll be back. I hope you can get us in.
Well, The guy knows who we are and look like. It'll be fine. Come on, help me out with this.
I'll help you. Yeah.
We're
I'll
gonna
walk and help you.
we're gonna walk over to the car.
Okay. And as you two are walking over towards the car, Star, you walk inside the club. What do Beatrice and Hunter talk about?
You know when we were in there?
Yeah. What about it?
And he was asking, he opens the car and gets in and shuts the door. I want privacy.
She'll kind of act like she's putting her things away and then is like, "Hey, what are you doing?" and follows in.
So, you remember how he was asking what we wanted?
Mm-hmm.
And I said I want somebody's head.
Mm-hmm.
I have a feeling that he's not dead. Maybe. I don't know. I'm looking for my sire. Last time I saw him, it was not the greatest. But anyways, I just wanted to let you know. That or Swan, either one of them, I'd be happy with. Or asking me about her the other day. Or asking something about it the other day. So,
Yeah, she is not the greatest.
Hunter, this is the first time you've ever heard Beatrice mention Swan in any way, shape, or form as if they've met.
what do you mean she's not the greatest?
Well, I hear a lot. You know, I am a fixer.
A fixer that has connections with the Camarilla.
I wouldn't say connections, more like she had a demand.
What do you mean demand?
She wanted to meet you.
Mother. All right. Well, this has been a great conversation.
No, 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 no. Explain to me why you want to avoid her.
I don't know, cause she wants me for whatever fucking reason. I don't know. I haven't figured that out. Maybe I'm a disappointment. A Dane. All I know is that she's looking for me and probably wants my head. Maybe.
I was afraid that was going to be the answer. She wasn't particularly
Well, you met
pacific.
her.
Once,
All right.
let's just say she emphasized on the "I have eyes on you," and I did not like that one bit.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna put all of this on the back burner and go in there and probably beat somebody's face in to make me feel just a little bit better for later. And I'm gonna add this to the fuel of the fire. But we'll talk later.
I suppose just watch her back.
Yeah.
She kind of plays with her hair.
gives
You
her
are
like a little
you are kind of my strong arm, and I would not like if my strong arm disappears.
hopefully not. And he's gonna get out of the car.
Okay. So whilst they were having that
In the
conversation,
meantime, I'm sorry.
yes, whilst they were having that conversation, what was Star doing?
Yeah, I assume there's still fire exits in the future.
Yes.
Okay. I'm gonna step outside. And I'm gonna look around to see if any of my men are around.
It doesn't take you very long to notice, but there are several men seem to be gathering, all wearing different sorts of clothes. Some look like homeless, some look like they're well off, but they are gathering in groups.
I'm gonna go ahead and to the one who looks to be the most put together. I'm gonna hand him the case and say, make sure you get that back to where it belongs.
The man nods his head. And those two?
We'll leave them alone for now. They don't seem to be interfering that much. If they try to follow you, of course, then we have a problem.
His eyes narrow slightly. That was not our assignment. Mistress Swan will be very curious. And he takes the box and he walks away from you. And a few of the other men start to gather around him. And they all walk down towards the entrance of Dogtown.
I'm gonna head back inside.
And you do. You head back inside. It's much the same as it was before. People are dancing and writhing and all having a good time. And do you head straight towards the VIP spot again?
Yes, indeed.
The door is open for you. The same man from before opens it. And Ouroboros is sat there once more with his throng of people. He sees you and smiles and parts his hand, and the people once more part. Back so soon?
Well, it was only a little assignment.
Well, I'm glad to see it. Please have a seat. Would you like something to drink? I am sure I could find a vintage here worthy of you.
I'd love one.
He clicks his finger and this woman walks up. She has a collar around her neck. Please, partake.
Star is going to take from the wrist and bite him.
She offers her wrist to you, and you bite in, and her blood is very, very sweet. It is almost intoxicating. You can definitely tell that she has had something in her system within the last hour to make it so rich. As you're drinking
She
away,
looks over.
Yes, as you're drinking away, he smiles at you as you look over at him.
You do spoil me.
Oh. I spoil everyone that comes to my club. That's what we do. Where are your two friends?
I'll be back in soon. I think they had to have a tete-a-tete of sorts.
Oh. The Samurai and the Fixer. What a story that'll make. Beatrice and Hunter. You both leave your car and you walk towards the entrance of the club. The doorman doesn't really say much to either of you. He just nods and to the entrance. You both walk in and you can see the same thing as before, people dancing and writhing. What do you do?
She's gonna catch up with Star.
And you can tell Star has walked into the VIP area where she should be. As you do, the man from before, the same guy that led you there before, opens the door. And you can see Star enjoying a little appetizer as she talks to Ouroboros. He looks up at you. Ah, you weren't wrong, Star. They did turn up. Hello, my little fixer.
Hello.
Would you like to partake?
Not at this time, but I will, I guess, enjoy my time here.
Oh, are you going to bust a move, as they say?
Of course, I do like to dance.
Please, entertain us.
What kind of, I guess, is it a
If you're trying to do the fight,
stage or
there is no stage in the VIP area, no. It is just it's a large room with a lot of booths in it. But the only one that seems to be taken up is his. All the other people seem to be a part of his clique, as it were. They're all eyes on him, you know. But he has
Eyes on him.
Yeah, he has opened up enough room for you to dance if you wish to dance.
Shimmy, shimmy.
Okay, so alright. So here's the fun thing I do. I like my players to actually dance when they say they're going to dance. So
Just Vogue. Just Vogue.
alright. Okay, so roll me your dexterity and performance. Are you trying to impress this man with your dance skills, or are you just trying to like
Sure.
roll me your dex and performance?
Oh,
you
where's
can
he at?
you can rouse the blood to get those extra dice in your dexterity. So roll me your dexterity and performance and get your shimmy on. Hunter.
I'm gonna laugh. I'm gonna laugh if I comes out. I'm saying.
Hunter, whilst Star is
Okay.
enjoying the delicacies of the club and Beatrice is showing off her BG dance moves, what are you doing?
I'm assuming everyone in here knows. And I'm going to activate my eyes and see if there's anything around my Oblivion sight. Kind of like lowered. But I do want to give a look more or less towards those kindred that were watching us. See if I had seen if they're still there in that area.
So, as you activate your Oblivion sight, the darkness that was inside this club suddenly brightens up. And there's a weird shift in the atmosphere. It's almost like a silhouette. Like a veil has been lifted on a curtain. And you see people standing in corners of the room, as if they're looking through a glass. Their faces are expressionless. They were not there before you activated this sight, but now they are watching, as if waiting. And as you look around the room to see those kindred that you saw before, you do indeed still see them sat at the tables with the people. They're no longer paying attention to you. But they're aware that you're there. At least as far as you can tell.
And I'm gonna walk over to one of them.
So you walk over to a corner of the room. And we'll get back to you in 1 second after we find out how Beatrice did in her dance roll.
1 success.
You don't fall. But it is you can, if you wish, you can use your willpower to re-roll 3 dice that aren't a hunger.
I can.
Okay, so mark off 1 willpower on your sheet and re-roll 3 dice.
While Beatrice is dancing, as promised, Star has found her way to Ouroboros' lap as he requested last time they were there.
And he wraps his arm around your waist as you sit there. I wasn't aware you had such dance partners with you.
I don't normally traffic in such odd birds, but sometimes something exotic is a little more fun.
He looks at you slightly. It's a strange thing to say for a laughing reaper. Aren't you all a bunch of odd birds?
I'm the oddest.
Oh, I do not doubt that at all. How did you do in your reroll?
2 successes?
2! With 2 successes, you definitely don't fall over. But you're not busting out the moves. You've moved on from dad dancing to what can be described as 70s disco. You know, that. However, I wouldn't...
Do the hustle.
Yes, exactly. Yeah. Slide to the left. Slide to the right. Yeah. Crisscross. You're dancing to music that is definitely not playing in the club. And Porsche is laughing. And you don't know if he's laughing at you or just laughing in general.
It's totally fine. I will accept that fate.
Perhaps you could show her a few moves.
She looks over. All right. And she gets up. And I suppose you want me to roll now?
Yes, dexterity performance. Thank you very much.
All right.
Hunter, you walk over to the standing silhouette. And as you come closer to it, you realize that its face is blank. There is no emotion. There is no thought behind those eyes. But you do notice that the face is contorted in such a way that it can only express one emotion. Pain. Suffering.
And there's a bunch of them.
There's a bunch of them.
He's gonna snap in front of it. Does it notice him?
It is staring directly at you. Its mouth moves, but nothing comes out.
Are you?
1 once more its mouth moves as if it's trying to say something, but nothing comes from its lips.
Can I activate Arms of Armon here?
There are enough shadows in this that you can, yes.
I would like to do that and try to touch it with that. I'm terrified to touch it with my hands.
Okay, so once more, roll me a rise check and your wits in oblivion. How do we do performance rolls?
Well, I know you want us to mimic our characters dancing, but I don't know if I can mimic 7 successes.
Nope. And Star, you get up and you don't walk towards Beatrice. You glide towards Beatrice. There is nothing between you and the dance floor, and you begin to dance. It is as if you are a muse personified. The music doesn't just flow through you. The music is you. You are the music. And you dance to perfection. Your moves are so precise. Your hip thrusts are so on target. Your arms are moving in such a way. And what sort of dancing are you doing? Are you dancing with Beatrice or to Beatrice?
I think I'm dancing with her.
So Beatrice, you went from doing the hustle to having this gorgeous woman come and take your hand in her hands. And you both begin to dance together. And the room goes quiet. You could hear the silence above the music as everyone watches the two of you in this, what one could describe as a lover's embrace of a dance. Hunter? How did you do?
I got hungry, but I was waiting to roll my dice. That's a bestial success.
Ah. Why are you doing this? What service does this have?
What are these things?
Can't you tell?
No.
Then you are as weak-willed as I believe.
At least I didn't die.
Not yet. You summon one arm, and it creeps from your shadow. And as it gains closer to this thing, it moves. It has nothing to grab onto. This thing has no shadow of its own. It continues to stare at you, its mouth agape, with no sound coming out. But as you look around, you notice that it is not just this one staring at you now. The others have come closer, as if edging towards you. They've noticed that you're talking to one of them.
The kind of what you are.
And the more you talk, the
No.
closer they come.
Back up slowly.
The one
With that.
in front of you does not move. But the ones from behind you are gaining closer and closer. It's like the hairs on the back of your neck. If they could stand up, they would be standing up right now. You feel an icy coldness crawling up your spine.
That makes sense why there's a lot of you here. But why are you all still here?
There is no voices coming from these individuals. They're trying to speak, but there's nothing coming out of their voices. It's like they're whispering into the wind.
I'm gonna slowly try to get them to follow me.
Where are you going?
I want to make it slowly back out to the others that are out here in the crowd. Slowly. I kind of want to, like, get them to follow me.
The ones that were in the crowd around you they're the ones that are closing in on you.
Oh, okay.
And each time you look at one and then turn away and look back, they've got closer. Anytime you look at one, they stop moving. Anytime you take your eyes off one, they get closer.
I'm gonna have him take off of his eyes and dash out of there as fast as he can. Or you know what? No, I want to keep my eyes on.
As you turn to run towards the exit, one of them is standing right before you, a woman. Her clothes are ripped. Her hair is streaking as if soaked. Her eyes are black as night. Her mouth is open. And you hear a crack in your head as screaming echoes in your brain. Roll me a composure reserve.
And the two girls are just dancing.
I like things to be different. Oh. So that's another bestial success.
How many
Because
successes?
the double one, 2 of them are on blood die.
How many
Right.
successes
So I have 4 successes.
You will die here. Run.
For once, I'll listen to you, and he's gonna.
That screaming echoes in your brain. It rattles your skull as you run. Where do you run to? Do you run towards the VIP entrance or do you run to the exit?
I'm gonna run since I'm panicked. So how is the room again?
So the room is large and mostly open. To the right hand side, the VIP suite is behind glass doors, and the entrance is pretty much where you are, just straight ahead. So if you run straight ahead, you'll get out the front.
Okay. And then there's an exit close to me as well, or no, just that?
Yes, there's an exit close to you as well, a fire exit.
Okay. Well, I'll go with the fired exit then.
Okay. And you run through the crowd, and people pushing you back as you're pushing them out of the way. And you two can see Hunter doing this, even though you're dancing together and having a gay old time. Hunter is pushing everyone out of the way. People are pushing him back. The men that you saw before at the tables are getting up and beginning to walk towards you as you're running out the exit. And finally you do, and you bust through the door. As you bust through the door, there's a man standing there. A bald man. Sunglasses and a tight, well-groomed goatee. And a suit. Master Hunter. It's been some time.
Do I still have Arms of Armada activated?
No, you do not.
Damn.
You
Okay.
need to activate them again because you are several feet away from where you did them before.
True. Fair enough. And is the fire escape just on the floor?
The fire escape just
it
leads into the road.
Leads into the street? So I'm in the street, I'm not like up on something?
No.
Okay. Alright. Well, this is lovely, isn't it?
It is.
I hope you're doing good. And he's gonna dash if he can get out of there.
The man just stands there and watches you run. As you run towards the street, two cars pull up, trying to block your exit.
Fuck. I am, Silence of Death isn't gonna help me. Now can I try to activate Arms of Armon again? Or, no, wait.
You are in the middle of the street. There are
I am
people
in the
watching.
middle. Lots of people are watching. I don't want to be too crazy. Is my bike near me? Or
It
do
is.
I just...
The bike is a short dash away.
I'm gonna dash towards the bike.
So, Star and Beatrice, you two have saw Hunter running out of the club in what looked like a fit of fear. Boris looks... Well, that is disturbing my show. What is wrong with your friend?
He's more of an acquaintance.
Well, perhaps you should go after your acquaintance before he gets himself into some trouble.
Looks over to Beatrice. Are you wanting to go after him?
I should. She lets go of Star's hand and goes check.
Real quick, before you leave, Star is going to pull Beatrice in for a kiss. And as she does so, she's going to whisper, "The 10th circle thanks you for suffering that will bring the revelation to Night City." And then she lets you go.
And as she says that, gunfire echoes in the club. As men in suits run in and begin to shoot into the crowd.
Okay, we're gonna try to leave.
Okay, so how are you trying to leave?
Quickly, stealthily. You know what? You know what?
So you begin to run. And you're pushing past people here, pushing past more people here. People are screaming. Gunfire is echoing out into the crowd. Do you go to the front? Do you go to the fire exit?
Fire exit.
You run out to the fire exit, and you do also run into this man that Hunter ran into. Ah, Mistress Beatrice. As that's happening, Star, inside the club, you see Ouroboros jump up and reach into his pocket and bring out a gold pistol. And he points at you and says, "What the fuck?"
This has nothing to do with me. I don't even know who these people are.
Roll me your manipulation subterfuge.
And I got ingenue as well.
Yep, so you have that there lovely little bonus.
What did you say the roll was?
Manipulation subterfuge.
Manipulation subterfuge. 3 successes, but I'm going to willpower that.
Okay.
5 successes.
Yeah, take away 2 of my dice because of your little merit. He points the gun down. Fucking go then. And he runs out, and then you hear him begin to shoot into the crowd towards the people shooting. More men begin to descend from various different places. People who were wearing loincloths take out blades from their arms. You see men with monowire pulling out from their wrists. The kindred that had eyes on you when you first walked in are beginning to also shoot into the crowd as well against these attackers. Beatrice, you run into Horace.
I do.
My mistress wants a report.
Ah, you saw him run.
I did, but it is not my job to grab him.
On it. She kind of rushes over.
He smiles at you as you rush over and walks away. Hunter, as you're running towards your bike, you see these men with high-powered rifles running into the club, and you hear the gunfire.
So this has just been a. He's gonna look back at the vehicles and he's seeing all the gunfire and everything that's going on now. And he's thinking, this is my opportunity to get the frick out of here. So he's trying to beeline it still for his bike.
And you V-line to your bike, and you see Beatrice running around the corner as you're running towards your bike. You don't see Star, however. What is Star doing?
Star is going to activate Unseen Passage.
As everyone's minds are everywhere else, looking out towards the people who are shooting, hiding in corners, you find it very, very easy for you just to fade away.
We're just going to slip right out of here.
And you do. You slip past all the gunfire and the noise, out the fire exit and onto the street. And you disappear into the night to a waiting car where a bald man in a well-trimmed goatee is waiting with the door open just for you.
Drop it and just slide right into the seat.
As you slide in, there's a woman sat there smoking a large cigar, panning out the window. You have done well, but your work with the Lattingly Brothers is not done yet. I wish to have more information on what this cookie is up to. So please, keep up the good work. The door closes and the car begins to drive off. As you three drive off into the night. Hunter, Beatrice, you hear the gunfire. You can see the security forces of the Bargeist beginning to come to the club to see what the hell is going on. Beatrice, you see Hunter beelining towards his motorcycle.
She's gonna try her vehicle.
And you also beeline towards your vehicle, and both of you get on to your motorcycle and car. Where do you go?
Start that thing up as fast as I can. And before I leave, no, I wouldn't know that, would I? I didn't know if Jay actually likes his sire enough, right, to actually help.
You don't.
Right.
From the sounds of it, you can sort of tell he has it handled.
He has it handled. Okay, all right. Beelining it back to our haven.
Okay.
Not to mine.
So you then begin to drive, and you drive out of Dogtown. The sounds of gunfire fading into the distance. Beatrice, are you behind him?
Yes.
And the two of you drive.
And then she's also going to use her
Agent to
phone.
call. Yeah.
Agent.
As you're driving, Hunter, you can see that Beatrice is trying to phone you.
Yeah? You still there? No.
Yeah.
No. Good.
What the
Bye.
fuck? Star?
Go.
No. I Star is part of the 10 circles. Did you not know?
No. What?
I think she screwed us over with Cookie.
So, when Beatrice says the 10th circle, the name makes absolutely no sense to you, Hunter. As a matter of fact, it makes no sense to you either, Beatrice. The 10th circle is something you've never heard of before.
I honestly don't know what the frick that is, but we'll deal with that. Can you call Cookie? And I don't have Cookie's number. See if she wants us to meet her back there. I'm not sure. But you're saying you don't have Star with you?
No.
Well,
Go to Cookies.
got it. I'm gonna head there.
On the TV drive. And it's not long before you do make it towards the hideout that the gang has. You both get out of the vehicle and walk towards the door, and the door opens for you. There's no one waiting for you at the door.
That pretty normal.
No.
Hmm. Um. You know what? I'm gonna go in. Just gonna go in.
Hunter, do you follow?
I want to do a vibe check of the area.
As you do a vibe check on the surroundings, it seems quiet. There are cars driving on the road, there are people talking, but it doesn't seem anything untoward.
I'm gonna follow Beatrix. 13. I can't let her go alone.
Okay.
But I am very much slowly pulling my sword, like making sure that thing's ready now.
So, as the two of you begin to walk down the steps, you get to the bottom and you see everyone that was there before. You see Sparkles, you see Cookie talking over a table. As you get closer, you also see Star sat there. Cookie turns to the TV. What took you two so long? Star told us what happened. You two okay?
No, I'm fucking not okay.
Watch your fucking tone in my house.
Sorry.
What happened? The pyramid got attacked or something?
Guns everywhere. Skedaddled out of there pretty quickly.
Oh, fuck. Did you at least get my fucking paint editors?
Yeah, they're in my car.
Oh, okay. Sparkles, go get them, will you? She goes, yeah, sure, boss. And she just toddles upstairs. Well, at least y'all made it out. Who the fuck did Ouroboros piss off for that? Jesus.
Who the frick is the 10 circles?
What?
And why was Horace there?
Who?
I saw somebody there that I know.
Okay. Do you want to elaborate?
Did you fuck them or did you feed from them?
He's gonna use Oblivion's sight and narrow his eyes at her.
And you can see Star as his eyes go pure black. the deepest black you've ever seen. He
Stars?
narrows. Yeah, Star sees that as you're narrowing your eyes at
Oh,
her.
okay, I thought she turned her eyes.
No, you narrowing your eyes at her.
She seems rather unperturbed. Still haven't answered the question, darling.
Not your darling. Castle.
Well, this is fun. Did something happen between the three of you?
Only if they say it did.
Beatrice, you're very quiet. It's not like you. Come on, 13.
I feel like there's a bunch of snakes around. That
Well,
place was kind of creepy.
you were in a ministry den. What did you expect? Snakes everywhere.
Yeah, but
Anyway,
kind of being a little weird than normal.
well, that's fair. And you hear steps coming down the stairs as Sparkles comes down with three small boxes. Cookie's eyes narrow. That's not what. Did Cruz not give you the box, 13?
No, he didn't hand me any box. As far as I know, that one had the box.
She said you had the
Star
box.
immediately looks confused. This was your mission, Beatrice. Did you lose the box?
These were my purchases.
What? Alright, so either Cruz fucked me or one of you two did. And Star has no reason to lie to me. Neither do you. Alright then. Whoa! She calls out, and this man walks forward. His hair spiked up, rather gaunt looking, rather upset for some Latin Reaper. Go deal with Cruz. Make sure his family fucking knows. Man goes, yeah, okay. And he walks off. Well, it seems I got fucked. And I don't like getting fucked without my consent. So, I think business is concluded for a bit. Or do you have something else to say? Also, what the hell is this 10th circle you mentioned?
I don't know. 13 brought it up. Never heard of it. Figured maybe you knew.
First
You
I've
wish
heard of it.
to share, Star? It was, so crowded and so much noise going on. I could barely hear, but I definitely heard
The
10
music carried you
girls
away that
members.
much. I was simply commenting on the song we were dancing to. Did you not hear them say the name of it? It carried you away so much I surely thought you would have remembered it.
Once,
Song.
so we're getting into a point where Beatrice does not believe a single word that Star is saying here. So I will need a
That's fair.
manipulation subterfuge from Star and a wits insight from Beatrice. And if you
Guess
also
what? She's
Does
great at
Anjali still
detecting
count?
lies.
and if Hunter wants to get on this action, he may also roll wits insight.
I do. I have an advantage in this as well.
You do indeed. However, Star also
I have
has
no idea what's going on.
Star also has a advantage at this. So, would you like to explain to everyone at home what your lovely little merit does?
Yeah, sure. I have the ingenue merit, which allows me to add 2 dice to any rolls related to avoiding suspicion or deflecting blame.
It was insight and what else?
Wits.
I'm gonna go ahead and burn a second willpower on this roll as well.
Okay. Okay. How did we do? 6 successes.
5.
5. And 5. There's something about what Star is saying that it's it seems she's telling the truth. It could have been the song, but there's just something in the back of your mind just niggling at you. There's just it couldn't have been the song, could it? And Hunter, for you, you just it's almost too perfect a lie. But you don't know what it is. You don't know exactly what she's lying about, if she is lying about anything.
How did you get here so quickly, too? We had to drive you over here, too.
Kind of
That
fucking
doesn't mean you are
ironic.
my only vehicle. That does not mean you are the only person at my disposal.
And
She
you
looks
couldn't
over
call them,
quickly.
and you couldn't call them to take you.
She looks over to Cookie and she says, I feel that I'm being interrogated for the crime of not wanting to bring a 3rd vehicle into Dogtown without reason.
That's not what we're talking about. We're talking about the 10th circle.
You already went over this. She again looks to Cookie and she says, I would appreciate it if you would explain that I am not out to screw anyone. I was simply doing my job the same as both of them.
Cookie looks at you and goes, You're a toreador. Your job is to go and screw people, is it not? And then looks at the two of them.
Surely.
I don't know what the 10th circle is. I know what the 9th circle is. But they're all dead. The 10th circle? No idea. Maybe it was
Sounds like an upgrade of the 9th circle.
Or it could have been the song, like Cookie said.
I don't think it is.
Well, she's been nothing but beneficial to us since she got here. Either way, I've been fucked. You two, go. I will deal with this. I will call you later on. If I find anything about some 10th circle, I'll tell you. Yeah?
Thanks.
I will take responsibility for this. I should have been paying better attention, making sure this was done correctly, not left it in the hands of amateurs.
Do you know the price to pay for that, don't you?
I understand.
Give me your hand.
She puts it out.
The moment you see Star placing her hand out onto the table, Cookie grabs it. And she takes out a machete from inside her coat and cuts the hand right down to the bone. Now the blood price has been paid. Why aren't you laughing?
It's hilarious.
The blood price has been paid. So, dawn's coming. Unless you two want to sleep down here with us, we better get going.
No. I'll go.
Actually, is Tony and Jay still?
They're not, no. You can't see them.
They're not here?
No.
Alright.
Are those two all right?
Oh, yeah, me and Jay had a great conversation. Tony, well, you see Sparkles. Tony had a great time. He had a really good time.
Okay.
Hi, Hunter.
Okay, girls. Sounds great. She gives
It
she
was.
gives Star a just stare a little bit and kind of goes, "Well, I think I will retire for the night."
Bye, castles. Buenos noches.
Star is just wrapping her hand up, just staring back at both of them.
You see, as the hand that was once a part of Star's body began to slowly decompose and turn to ash upon the table. Cookie watches the two of you go and puts the machete back into her long trench coat. As the two of you walk up the stairs and out into the street, Beatrice, your agent begins to ring.
She answers,
Hello, my child. How are you?
mm, "Kind of crappy."
Oh, I am sorry to hear that. I do have some news for you, however.
Hmm?
Do you remember the night market we spoke of a while ago?
Yes.
Well, it will be in town in 2 weeks' time.
Oh, how exciting!
I have got
Are
you.
you gonna come?
I have got you and your friends a invitation.
Fantastic! I know exactly who needs an upgrade so badly.
Yes, that is
We both know.
that is something else I wish for you to check out for me. There will be an
Hmm?
auction. At this auction, they will be selling some rather dangerous things. The owner of the auction is a person by the name of Cecilia. They are very, very wealthy, and I think they may have some answers. I have heard of some strange going on in this town recently. People disappearing, kindred disappearing. And with the work they do, I think they may have some answers.
What type of work?
They buy and sell kindred.
Celine, a kindred as well. Do we know what type?
Cecilia is indeed a kindred, and a very, very old one at that.
Well, I'm not. Hmm. I will try my best.
If you wish to have the answers you seek, perhaps she is a good place to start.
All right. Where at?
They'll be at the night market. It will be
All right.
held soon, and I will tell you the exact location closer to the date.
All right. 2 weeks. Sounds good.
Come visit me. I still have some more fun with our little experiments.
Okay.
That's my girl. And he hangs up, leaving you and Hunter in the street.
Listen, I'd love to sit here and chat more, but I got things I gotta do. 13, and he's gonna make a call as he makes his way to his bike.
Who are you calling?
I'm calling Grandpa Papa. I haven't heard from him in a minute. I want to make sure he's doing all right.
The agent rings 3 times, then 4 times, then 5 times, 6, 7, 8, and then finally it picks up. Hello? Who's this?
Uh,
Hunter!
Nenada, how's it going, Grandpapa?
Oh, I'm not dead. That's a good start.
Not yet. Not yet.
Not
I'm
yet.
glad you're doing okay.
How are you, son? Haven't seen you in a few weeks.
I know. I'm gonna make my way over to see you soon. Do you need anything?
No, I should be okay. Some of those nudie magazines.
I can get you some of them. No
Yeah.
problem.
How are you on the old badonkadonk hunt?
Mm. I got a kiss from a girl.
Oh, that's my boy. Look at you
Hmm.
growing up. What age you now? 60?
Feels like it.
I swear, I wish I had the work done that you did. Oh, it's great.
Lots of money. That's why I gotta keep working.
Damn right.
Eddie's. I'm gonna stop by soon, okay?
All right, I'll see you soon, son.
Maybe I'll bring you my badonkadonk over, as you said.
I don't know how you're going to grow those, but okay. They can do weird things these days in those ripper ducks.
Yeah, they can. You can even get a set your own.
All
Oh,
right.
and thanks for the sweater. I
Oh,
saw it.
yeah. It's your color, son. Yeah, it's your color.
I love you.
I love you too, boy. I'll see you soon.
Beep.
And you two heard that conversation. You heard each other's conversations, at least your sides of it. Do you both separate ways, or do you have a conversation before so?
He's sitting at his bike if you want to say anything before he leaves.
You know what? He already said he's busy. He has nothing additional to say.
And with that, the two of you get on your vehicles, get into your vehicles, and drive off to your havens. Driving off to your apartment in Pacifica and driving off to your boat, the Cody, parked under the Pacifica Pier. And that's where we end tonight's episode. With all of our kindred seemingly safe. But for how long? Thank you everyone for coming. And once more, we're going to do a little round table for all our players to see where you can find them. Let's start with Sir Cuttlefish.
Hi, I am Sir Cuttlefish. You can find me on all social medias as Sir Cuttlefish. I cosplay, storytell, but I don't have any of that out other than our BIPOC vampire one that's on our YouTube channel. So, but uh I was your solo hunter for the evening, your La Sombra.
And let us move over to the dancing queen that didn't fall over, Beatrice.
Hi, Bobarella or Sam. You can find me on TikTok. I was your fixer, Simitsi.
And finally, introducing to all of you for the first time, the very talented and the dancing queen who knew how to take the dance floor, the one-armed wonder, Star.
Yeah, hi. You can find me on TikTok and YouTube at Astronomus, ASTERINOMOUS. You can also find me on Twitter or X and Instagram at Grace and Sentry, GRACEANDSENTRY.
And I have been your storyteller this evening, Mike. You can find me everywhere under Feral Enhagar, or, as always, here at Ignorant Inc. And as we always say at the end of each stream, if you can't keep it clean, keep it fucking scary. Thank you all for coming. I hope you all have a great week. And we'll see you next time. Bye.